All right, folks, here goes nothing. I've placed Waffles in the crate. He's the cutest dog on earth, but he's also the best distraction on earth as well. So, but okay, so I've now oh man, freaking V0 and Chat GPT are doing too much. Too much. Okay, so let's try to can you please keep this simple? Okay. So hold on, I'm gonna copy and paste a few of the components here so I can just start building those while I chat with y'all. Okay, boom. Okay, while that's building, let's talk and game plan some more, right? So the idea here is I'll probably change arenas to like relationships, secured assets. These will be like memories, right? And then you can still have people access like the assets, or I don't know, you know what I mean? We might even scope it out different, like secured assets are the relationships. Arenas are just like who the person allowed us to see. I don't know. We'll have to think it through, right, and see what makes most sense. But end of the day, I really think let's see. So arena, let's go arenas, JSON string. So there are no users here, right? So the arena. Let me pull up the old trusty postman. Boom, bada bang, boom, bada bang. Okay, so boom, we can create arenas. I don't know if we've ever built the ability to temp arenas. We just had get arenas, right? Arena. Oh, and then you know what? We need to have the ID of an arena. People can be assigned to an arena, right? So gonna need an API endpoint for that. ID and then assign to an arena, right? Is that the right term, you think? Assign or I wish I could do these live. Maybe that's a better idea to get live feedback occasionally. Get, let's see, put, delete, assign user to an arena. Yeah, that's probably about all I need to do, right? If arena calls user, Prisma update. If no user not found. Okay, so that's awesome. We have a little preventative statement here. An arena needs to exist. So I need to be passed the arena ID in the query, and let's see. Let me get a curl request. Can you make a curl request for this API? I want to test it. Boom. Okay. So the idea is I want to assign users to arenas, and then, or how do we want to do this, right? Do arenas hold assets? They do, and then users can access arenas, and then yeah, users aren't directly associated to secured assets, right? So users can be part of an arena, and the secured asset can have a key to the arena, I believe, is what we're thinking, right? I mean, maybe I don't think relationships quite yet. Maybe we kind of finish out the biometric access bit. Probably be smartest to do before trying to mental model the whole deal over. But let's say so model secured asset. In this access key is still okay. So I'm trying to think. So arenas can hold users and secured assets. Users still can't even view secured assets until they have the key for said secured asset within the arena. Bang, that's what it is. but I don't know um, how that's going to work with relationships. I don't know. I mean, I know there's ideas we could do, but I don't think it's going to be. Um, this not fucking work? Why did this not work? Oh, this is annoying. That's so annoying. That is so stinking annoying. Um, just needed a. Okay. So give me a curl request. Curl request just looks something like this, right? It's exactly what I need. So I'm going to import it into Postman. We get a curl request, and I'm going to add this part of vCell. Let me close the Captain Share APIs. Let me say post create arena. That's what that one does. And this one assigns user to arena. Boom. Okay, and what we need to do here, it looks like we need an arena ID, and then in the body we need a user ID, and in the header we still need our X API key. Boom. All right, so arena ID is going to be this one, right? We can actually assign that to the environment here. So arena ID. And then we also need a user ID. So this user is John Doe. User ID. Doing some different casing here. Not in love with it. What did we stick on here? It's a bit of both. So I think what we need to do is so user ID and save that here. Okay, boom. Okay, so I think assuming all goes well, it should roughly work. We're assigning users to arenas, but all did not go well. So arena ID find unique ID is not. I see it exists right here. It's a real life arena. I see it. I see it. I see it. I see it. But talking about the concept of vCell as a whole, how this is going to end up working, I think arena is going to be relationship. Secured asset will be like memory. And that way, you can upload documents of your relationship or memory. It's still secured. We still want it to be privatized, encrypted, all these things where it's actually deeply respected information. But in the situation when it's not, and it's, let's see, like needed to be used, whether that's by, some what's it called? Whether that's needed to be used by some legal matters, or if I'm a man, and I'm vetting a new woman for a relationship, I want to see, her, her like at some point, like I don't want to like, I don't want to be like too nosy and stuff, but I think it'd be kind of awesome to like know really what you're getting into, right? Like if a girl has this blockchain associated to her history, right, where she cannot change it, right? It's like hashed onto a blockchain from two parties, from her and like ex-boyfriends, right? And if one of her ex-boyfriends is like, man, yeah, she's awesome, but she fucking hit me. And then the next ex-boyfriend, on this blockchain said the same thing. Like, yeah, she's awesome, sexy as ever, but she fucking hit me. And the next boyfriend said that if I'm the fourth guy in line, I'll be like, okay, I wonder how this is going to end, right? Like I'm guesstimating, right? Or same thing with the girls, right? If they're like, man, okay, I really like this guy, he's cute, everything like that. But okay, if she has access to a man's blockchain and the guy is like, all his blockchain maybe is private, but for her to get into a serious relationship, she's like, hey, I need you to share the vCell blockchain with me. Like I need to see your your Carfax effectively. I need to see what I'm working with, your relationship Carfax. I know it's a bit transactional, but I need to see what you really are. And maybe it's not early in a relationship. Maybe it's like marriage, at that marriage stage or something. But like, you need to see what you're really working with somebody. And then if a girl saw like, oh man, this guy cheats in every relationship he's with, like the girl's at least gonna know from an informed decision, like, is this guy going to be faithful or not to me? From his history, he could be in the future potentially, but his history tells another story. So then it lets people know and make better informed decisions on their dating decisions and a more honest decision, because we all go into dating kind of blind, right? Like we all get into dating without really knowing what we're getting into, and that's a bit, it can be. Let's see, find an arena where ID is that. Why is that not popping up? Here, let me restart the server real quick. But I personally, I know it seems transactional. It's kind of, oh, you know what I need to probably do is migrate Prisma, add arena. Okay, let's see if that works. But I think that's probably, I know it sounds a bit like Black Mirror episode of like how people date in the future or something, but being honest, it's kind of like, I don't know. I've been fortunate to catch myself early in relationships, right? Where let's see, one of these is marked with a question mark. Arena unique input is at least interesting. It's at least one of these things with a question mark. What does that even mean? Okay, NTX Prisma, migrate, reset. Just go ahead and reset the DB. Just keep doing that. Keep flushing the data as much as possible. Okay, boom. And now our DB is flushed, so none of this should be here. But I know it's a bit of a weird idea, but I think it's an honest idea, right? It's a genuine idea. It's a attempt for truth idea, right? Where if we all have documented data on who we are in relationships, like, I don't know, does that make us better across time? Like probably, you know what I mean? Like maybe initially it's kind of shocking because it's like, man, like this sucks. Like, people are let's see what's going on. Create secured asset. Get some arena. Oh, I know what's going on. The arena ID has changed. So I need to change the arena ID and the owner ID. Boom. Okay, that should work now. Boom. Okay, so we got two secured assets. Didn't mean to make two, just meant to make one, but that's fine. Okay, so I think what I'm trying to communicate is I think if we had data on people in relationships, like our relationships would probably be less dog ass, because right now they're pretty bad. At least in the West, and I don't know, I'm now migrating to the East as we speak, but like Middle East, right? As I communicate with you guys, but and their standards for relationships are a little bit different, right? I'm not saying perfect, but they're just different, right? Like, and I think, I personally like what relationships used to stand for. Like, hey, there's boundaries, hey, there's rules, and there's respect, and there's, this undertone of God kind of weaving the whole thing together. And, oh, I see. I see what's going on because I didn't name this correctly to arena ID. Whoopsie daisy. Okay. Let's try that one more time. Arena ID. Maybe that'll work, maybe not. But basically, what we're building here is just like a blockchain of data and people, which I think is really interesting. um, because I think overall, like there's no denying that relationships have deteriorated. There's no denying that. Like if you're gonna sit here and pretend that the last 5 years has been like better for relationships, or the last decade as a whole, even, like you're just wrong. You're just objectively blind and delusional to what's going on in the world. And most people would relate with that. They'd say that, yeah, like this has sucked. Like it's been incredibly challenging. It's been incredibly difficult. Um, relationship rates have decreased. Men and women have been having less sex as a whole. Less marriages have been happening. User assigned successfully. Nice. Okay, let's refresh this. We should see a user pop up in this arena. Oh, we might need to add it. Let's see. Arena ID. Let me just show users here. Why am I not allowed to say user? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. And being honest, and I know it's kind of like a arcade or like weird novel dystopian idea to be like, oh my god, our relationships would be monitored. But I actually think I think it'd have the opposite effect. I think most people would realize like, oh, now I have to not be such a terrible human being because it is going to be documented and it's going to be documented for life. So like, I mean, I suppose you can be that person if you'd like, but I would recommend maybe not. You know what I mean? And I think, oh no, what? TypeScript, go away. TypeScript, go away. Okay, so JSON string arena, and there's no user coming with that package. Why? Let's say const res. Oh wait, let's wrap this with a async function. And boom, bada bang. The reason why I did that is I just want to see the console log of the data because it should include the user's bit with it. Which I'm not sure why it doesn't. Because we did say include, right? Oh, maybe we didn't. That would be why. That would be why. So I'm just getting all the arenas. There we go. Right? Is that what I needed? User with that arena. Gangster. There it is. That's the one. That's the one, folks. So then when I get arena 2, it needs to include user, which we've already accomplished. I remember doing that. Okay, cool. So that data is now connected, and maybe I could do some basic arena. Let's see, background, all that stuff. I don't even want it like looking pretty at all. I just want like our functionality, like boom, this is our arena, this is our, next bit, all that shit, right? Fucking keep it stupid, right? It's kind of my motto nowadays is just like keep it so simple and keep it way through. I keep getting crazy text. Um, I had to read that, but okay, guys. I think we're getting there overall. So this is the arena, and then the next bit I want to do is create the access key, but share it with somebody, right? So like, yeah, this is going to be an interesting one because I need to create a way to invite users to arenas, which are relationships effectively, if we call them that. And then secured assets, I need to be able to create like a memory together. And who knows, maybe blockchain wise, I could like just charge people per API request, a token fee of like, however much, and mint tokens based on relationships and just one to one like Bitcoin hold invoice transaction form. I don't know, like make my token equal to that of a Bitcoin or back it by Bitcoin. So it's actually worth something, right? So it's actually, or at least kind of worth something. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but um, user is not on Arena. If I just say any, does that fix that error? It does. Folks, we're rocking the any types right now. Let's go. Let's go. If it's an any is for me, you know what I mean? Fuck all that wasting time. We got shit to build, relationships to save, folks. But again, so the whole concept, now I'm going on 21 minutes. I kind of wanted to stop it here and record another episode. So create arena and then invite user, sign user, but I need like an input field. Maybe like an email input field, right? Value email, right? Maybe that's how we do it. We get the users by email. And then set email and assign user to. Ooh, this is gonna work smooth, folks. Smooth. Smooth. The question is, I think that too. Okay, so assign user, boom. Oop, did not mean to click the button. Flex gap 2. Okay, so that will be enter email of the user, and then it'll have to, we'll have to look the person up by email, get their user ID, but then you could literally sign up any fucking email. So then I guess that user would have to go to their email and then we'll have to do an activation token from the email, like generate some secure link that confirms that they're assigned to that arena. Because I know there's going to be someone out there trying to fucking wreck this thing. Yeah, but all in all, okay, let's try that. If we go email, look user up by email, find first, connect user. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, then let's create another user. This will be Ryan Pags at ryanpags@gmail. And then I would say, okay, let me invite Ryan Pags to my arena. Ryan gets an email. Oh, fuck. And it's broken. But then it works. Okay, so this one's going to be Ryan Tags. Okay, so Ryan Tags at gmail.com. He gets an email invite. User assigned to arena successfully. And it needs to refetch. Okay, cool. And then Ryan Tags is now part of that arena or that quote unquote relationship or something. So whether we do, I mean, I'm just using arenas as a placeholder right now, but I really do like the VSEL idea because I don't know, man. I think relationships have devolved because we have so much debauchery that you are capable of doing as a human being. And the only way that we can actually track it is other human beings saying, like, yo, like, this person did me dirty. Here's some evidence for it, or not, but this is my review of them. Boom, bada bing. You know what I mean? And I think I think it's a dangerous game, but I think there's also safeguards and then also other. So that's one utility, is just like tracking memories and data and like relationships, whether it's used for positive things or not. But then there's use cases. Like here's two financial use cases that I'm thinking through right now. Is one, relationships can invest together, maybe like maybe I have some token that people can stake, and the longer their token staked, the more compound interest they get. So effectively, if that token represents the length of the relationship, in theory, the longer the relationship lasts, the better and more money you'll make as a relationship. And then here's the catch. The relationship can maybe decide to sell that token or whatever. But here's maybe a parameter that I want to have is, if, like, let's say it's person A, person B fucks over person A actually gets all that money. So you're positively incentivized to be good and you're negatively financially incentivized to be bad or to not be bad. Because let's say me in a relationship, like now that I've kind of chatted about it, right, in terms here, if me and a relationship are together, actually, fuck it, let's make a video. I'm gonna put it in the next video.